Greetings indie warriors and welcome to yet another edition of upcoming indie games we are excited for. May is winding down, believe it or not, and we head into an exciting June. Before we get into all those sweet indies for May 29th through June 4th, we want to take just a quick moment to thank this week's indie sponsor, Kovari Legends LLC, who are launching an RPG fueled with nostalgia for the golden age called Kovari Legends Emergence. You'll master weapon techniques and take on tricky puzzles throughout the Kovari kingdom. The game is heavily inspired by such classics as Final Fantasy VI and The Legend of Zelda, just to name a few. Those are some pretty heavy hitters. Find treasures and slay foes with your trusty sword. Combat is turn-based, just the way old Gamer Joe likes it, with your Pharaonites playing a pivotal role in your success. The old-school look and feel of Kovari Legends is accompanied by dungeons, which you'll need to carefully explore not only for treasures, but in order to dominate. You'll collect tons of items and be able to choose a loadout that works best for you. The world of Kovari Legends Emergence is massive, so players can get lost in this fantasy setting for hours on end. So what are you waiting for out there, everybody? Do you crave a new classic RPG to add to your collection? Use the link in our description box below to download a free demo of the game today, and be sure to add it to your wish list. The developer has been working on this title for 3.5 years, so show this small indie some love. After all, that's what I Dream of Indie Games is all about, isn't it? Bringing a voice to the voiceless ones in gaming. A huge thanks to Kovari Legends LLC for sponsoring this week's episode of Upcoming Indie Games. But for now, you know what time it is, everybody. That's right, it's time for the indies. Alright, indie warriors, hold on to your butt cheeks or clench them or whatever you want to do, because we're getting into the indies, starting with the Highrise on May 29th. Oh, I'm scared of heights. You are trapped in a high-rise building, but what's worse than being in this sketchy building and dealing with all the heights and all of my fears? Aliens are attacking as well. Looks like you can play this one in co-op. I'm excited despite my fears. What do we have next? A game that is surprisingly difficult to Google. I kept getting information on how to return a game on Steam, but here we are, Return, from developer and publisher Dead Unicorn, an art adventure title. Apparently you've been away from home for 200 years somehow, and now that you've returned, everything is overrun by crazy aliens and you gotta clean up the mess. Art style is looking pretty cool, and the gameplay looks fun too. Let's see how it comes together. Let's slide on over to the 30th for perhaps the biggest release of the week. It's 1994 all over again, folks. System Shock is back with all new HD graphics, new controls. Everything has been overhauled for this exciting edition of the game. System Shock is coming from developer Night Dive Studios, who is an incredible talent, and publisher Prime Matter. I am eagerly anticipating checking this one out.
I, Shodan, am its new god. Look at you, hacker. A pathetic creature of meat and bone. How can you challenge a perfect, immortal machine? You are an insect. You are nothing. I create. I iterate. I fuse flesh and steel into perfection. My children, hacker. Their blood is on your hands.
You will suffer for your transgressions.
These are my avenging angels, and they will have retribution.
Yet another game releasing on the 30th, but it couldn't be any different from the last. Everdream Valley is a cozy farm simulation game, a sandbox of sorts. Lots of cute animals to raise. Pet the cats, that's the real important thing here, right? Grow those tomatoes and relax in this cozy looking life sim. Online shooter meets deck builder in this unique title that SilentSigns and Literary Rose of I Dream of Indie went hands-on with. Friends versus friends. They had an absolute blast. Literary Rose definitely got the better of Signs on that go, but I bet she's itching for revenge, and Signs is gonna take it to her when this one launches on the 30th.
Ready to lose?
Friends versus friends.
Time for some spooky horror that will also be available on the Nintendo Switch along with a PC release on the 31st. From Atelier QDB comes this disturbing looking title with all kinds of weird puzzles, a dreamy atmosphere. Oh, I'm excited for spooky season already, and it's not even close to October yet. But who cares? This game looks cool. Decarnation on the 31st. Keep an eye on it. Next we have Shattered Heaven, which is a roguelike card-based game with some RPG elements as well. The art style looks pretty sweet. I think this has a nice thematic tone to it. We'll have to see how it plays. It's going to be a single-player deck builder, so that's an interesting choice, but a lot of folks do seem excited about it. Wish lists are pretty high. Add it if it looks up your alley. Ooh, big week, right? DOOMBLADE is a Metroidvania action title where you play as Gloom Girl. Get ready to slay baddies through hellish landscapes, execute enemies in grisly fashion, and restore the once proud DOOMBLADE. How's this for a mouthful? Slayers X Terminal Aftermath Vengeance of the Slayer. This is a 90s style first-person shooter with plenty of attitude, featuring crazy music and visuals, a world where just about everything can be blown to smithereens, and a bonkers storyline. You can definitely sign me up.
You think you know me, maybe feeling like you own me. I'm indecisible, can't believe that you can break me. More than you can say. Your hands are straight, going into my space. Your hands are made, after my way.
This is a game I've had my eye on for a bit, and it's finally seeing release on the 1st of June, Killer Frequency. In this title, you play as Forrest Nash, who's a radio host that finds himself caught up in a murder mystery. Featuring a retro setting and soundtrack along with enjoyable-looking puzzles, at least Killer Frequency looks unique, right? So that's all the indies that have us excited for this week, but of course there are so many coming out we can't possibly list them all in one video, so be sure to let us know in the comments below which ones you're looking forward to. As always, please do consider checking out our Patreon at patreon.com/idreamofindiegames, or help us bring a voice to the voiceless ones in gaming by hitting the subscribe button, liking the video, doing all that good stuff. We will see you on the channel for a lot of amazing indie content next week.
Face is lying next to him, Forrest. Where's the key?
The roof! It's coming down! I need someone here now or I'm gonna die!
Call Jericho.
How the hell did I get into this mess?
Hey, Big Shot, hit the button and take the call.